What is up, everyone? Welcome to the 16th episode of the Health, Strength, and Vitality podcast. On this episode, I got my first guest ever. This is Ruben A.K.A Resonance. This setup that you guys see is his room. This shit is fucking really badass. It's making me want to invest in my own setup so I can finally give you guys some good fucking content like this. So yeah, shout out to my homie for letting me come through and actually be in his own personal space. So, want to say what's up to the people?
Yeah, what's up? This is Resonance. As you mentioned, I've been producing for a couple years. This studio has just been a product of a couple years of investing, and I'm glad to finally put it to use and help out the buddy with his podcast.
Dope, I appreciate it, bro. And then also, like he mentioned, he's a producer. He makes music. He might not have a lot of music out right now, but he is always creating, right? His long-term goals are to get somewhere with this music stuff. So I'm definitely going to leave all his information in the description of this podcast episode. You guys go check him out, go support him, go follow him. His shit is dope, and it's only going to get doper, sicker. And yeah, so in this episode, we're just going to catch up with each other. I met Ruben at Target. I used to work at Target for two and a half years. We both used to work there. I believe you don't work there anymore, do you?
No longer.
Yeah, we both left that place. Personally, I got fired from there for some bullshit ass reasons, but we'll talk about that right now. Did you get fired from there or you just quit?
For me, it was just, I guess the hours weren't there anymore. And luckily, I managed to finally finish my bartending school. And that's what I do now for work.
Oh, shit, that's dope. I forgot you said that, you fucking bartending. I mean, I see your post. You are a bartender, but I forgot while we were working at Target that he was in the mix of like going to school to become a bartender ultimately. That's pretty dope, honestly. Like, you get to see people fucked up on your job all the time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely a switch up from retail, and I'm glad I finally got to switch out of retail. And I mean, a big opportunity I saw for this is bartending has just allowed me to at least have more of my free time to dedicate to this music, because like you said, I feel like these past 2 years I haven't dedicated as much time to the music as I should have. And you know, I mean, wise words from you, man, is I definitely gotta stay consistent, because it's a lot of unfinished projects that, you know, don't ever come to fruition. So for sure this year, for what's left, and hopefully afterwards there'll be a couple more finished projects coming.
Dope, bro. I feel you on that though. Like, honestly, for some reason the consistency part is, I don't want to say it's hard. It's just that we lack the discipline to stay consistent with our craft. But it's not like we don't ever intend on stopping our craft, right?
Yeah.
We just for some reason, we lag on it. Like, personally, I don't know why I lag on letting out podcast episodes. But a goal in mind is to have one coming out consistently at least once every week, you know, kind of like the people at the top of the game, like Joe Rogan and now the Full Send podcast and all these big names, right? My ultimate goal and vision in mind is to have my podcast up to that level so I can essentially be financially free, you know, doing whatever the fuck I want to do on my own time, on my own everything, you know. And I'm sure you want that too, no? Like, yeah, I'm sure everyone viewing this wants that for themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the goal has always been to, you know, finally make an income just through music. And I mean, the ultimate goal I think everybody pursues is just to have a career where it's something they enjoy, and it's not just to get by, but, you know,
enjoy it and, like, be financially free with it. I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like everything we go through in life puts us in place for what we're asking for. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, fucking, for example, just like observing your life, I feel like being a bartender, it's not necessarily a music thing, but it surrounds you in the environment of where people get drunk, right? And people, when they're drunk, they want to have a good time. They like vibing out. They like listening to music. I feel like that's, and you like creating music. So I feel like, as paradoxical as it sounds, or I don't even know if that's the right fucking word, as weird as it may sound, I feel like having that job is gonna make you closer to your dreams, because you're kind of in that vibe already. So you kind of like, I don't know, I feel like you can come home with like getting creative with trying to create something that maybe these drunk people can vibe to, you know. I don't know, I feel like,
no, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I try to take away different things I learn on like YouTube and stuff, and for sure one thing I've heard is like producers upcoming, and I can't remember who exactly, maybe like I think it was like DJ Mustard or something, that he originally started, you know, DJing, and through that he figured out what's the kind of music people get hyped to for parties. And so I try to even take that, and so if at a party I can pay attention to the music and say, okay, I hear this song a lot, why does it work, why does it make people like want to get up and dance? And you know, I think regardless of any situation, you can always like pull I guess some good knowledge that you can put towards whatever your main focus is at the end.
Damn, low key, you guys. I'm gonna take a hit of some weed. Me and the homie have some, I guess you can call them cannabis vape pens. We're gonna get a little high. If you guys want to join us, cheers to you guys. Cheers, bro. I'm gonna take a little hit for you guys. What am I smoking on here for you guys that may be curious, you stoners? I'm vaping on some Raw Garden, and I'm using the Suburb battery. Raw Gardens are fucking fire. I always like to pick up the very highest quality, top shelf cannabis. You guys already know. And yeah. Alright, so while the homie is fixing something wrong with his camera, I'll talk about how maybe one day me and the homie will create some fucking sick ass music art together. You guys know I don't do any fucking music, but I'm very creative, and I would be open to, I don't know, coming out with some fucking bangers or something, you know, something with music. It doesn't even have to sound good. We could just have fun and create something sick as fuck and still put it out for all of you guys to just hear whatever the fuck we made. Low key, what happened to your camera? It died?
I think it's just, I might be full on memory, man.
Oh, you're chilling. Low key, I took that into consideration, so I deleted a couple apps that have a lot of data.
Yeah.
So we should be good on mine.
It's all good, man. I completely forgot about it. I just
chilling.
Yeah. But no, yeah, man, for sure. Definitely, I think
create some music.
Just getting around people that are also in the same creative mind. I think, you know, with two people you always come up with something different, man, something unique for sure. So yeah, man, if you're ever down, we can work on music.
I'm pretty down, bro. I don't know, I mean, just don't feel weirded out when I start saying some crazy shit on the mic, but I feel like that's when the good shit comes out, you know, when you don't think about it and you just fucking say whatever.
I mean, for sure, man. Like, you gotta like get rid of any worries about what you're gonna present. Like
all the
before,
barriers.
Yeah, man. I mean, for a good while before, I feel like you can even tell in like the recordings, like I sound like there's no emotions, and now it's like music is all about the emotions, man.
Yeah,
so
you have to. I feel you cannot be emotionless. Like, or just sounding like one monotone.
Yeah. But as a learning process, man. But yeah, I think the more you can be transparent in your music definitely helps, and I think that's part of the learning curve is you get to understand that, like, in order to get good music, you gotta like let your guard down and just, like you said, like, honestly, one thing, man, that I've listened to you is like definitely I gotta start putting that into practice, where like if I'm making music, like you said, like you just gotta put stuff out there. Like don't judge yourself on it, which I think
Yeah.
like I think some of it like for me personally, I feel like I struggle with that, like being comfortable enough to be like, oh, okay, like it's good enough for somebody to hear it.
Just to put it out.
Yeah, cause
Damn, I feel you. I struggled with that too, but at some point as creative people, I feel like you just gotta let that go and just be like, fuck it. I created this already. I'm just gonna put it out, even if not even one person fucks with it. I created it, so in some way I fuck with it. I'm that one person, and just low key, that's what I told myself when I started putting out YouTube videos. Cause you guys know I make YouTube videos. In the beginning, it was always those thoughts, I was always like, what is my family gonna think? What is my mom gonna think? Like smoking weed. No one smokes weed. They're gonna be disappointed and all that. And for sure they were. And for a long time, probably 2 years, my family, I don't even know what to call it, but they kind of not necessarily distanced themselves from me, but were like disappointed. They're like, really, you're gonna smoke weed after we ask you? Like, they've asked me, my parents, like, please don't do it, we'll help you out, we'll help you do this or that if you want, like give you money for this or that, to not do that, but I still always did it. So I kind of disappointed my parents. But damn, what were we talking about? That's how faded I am. I lost my train of thought.
It's all good, man.
What were we talking about though? I was leading somewhere with my parents and weed. Fuck.
Yeah, no, like
sorry, you guys know
I think like
that happens.
I mean, two good points that I got from that is, number one, like you said, consistency on the videos.
Oh
yeah.
So yeah, like in the beginning when I was making these videos, I was always like, what is my family gonna think? They don't like this shit, they don't approve of this shit. Internally, you just you know what you want, right? And you have visions and goals in your mind, and you want to achieve them at least in your lifetime. And are you going to choose to not put your art out to achieve your goals because of what your family and whatever your thoughts are telling you? Are you going to listen to those negative thoughts, or are you just going to have faith in something? I don't know, something great. I like to think of like God, like great spirit. So I have faith in like some greater spirit that will grant me what I'm asking for in life, will give me what I'm asking for, as long as I'm consistent and stay locked on that. And I just told myself that, like, every time I wanted to post a video and I think like, oh, I shouldn't put it, like, what are they gonna think? Or I don't even like how I look or what I'm saying anymore. I sound stupid. I look stupid. I start judging myself and shit. Those thoughts always come till this day with every video and even this podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm still always just gonna hit publish. I always just post. And then, like, believe it or not, bro, people fuck with you. There's someone somewhere out there, probably on total opposite side of the world, that literally has like the same vibe as you, same mindset, and they're like, I fuck with you. And like when I started posting more and more and just putting tags in my videos, attracting people from all over the world onto my content, I started realizing, like, fuck, good thing I posted everything, because there are people that do fuck with it. And like, it's just that consistency where you'll actually gain that following. Like, I'm barely at 10,000 subscribers.
Yo, but look at that, like you say, barely 10,000. Like,
I started in 2015, you guys.
Yeah, so that's why you've put in how many like years already to it, man.
And like in the beginning, you guys, I wasn't consistent. I'm still not as consistent as I wish I could be. But my ultimate goal is to not work for anyone else other than myself, and have a shit ton of money to my name, to the point where I can actually retire my family. Like, that's the ultimate big ass goal,
Yeah, I feel that, man. 100%.
That'd be sick.
And yeah, I mean, that's good. I think, yeah, thinking about like how you're gonna help others, for sure. I think it helps you motivate you and remember like why you're doing it.
But sure. Like, back to the point, I feel like just that's the hurdle as all creative people have to come over, huh? Like, just posting shit, because posting shit is gonna start manifesting what we're asking for. If we're not actually putting up what we're creating, I don't think we'll ever attract what we're asking for, you know?
Yeah. And in itself, man, like, I mean, that's the crazy part because, like, I think it, for me, it personally, it's like ebbed and flow. So there's been points where I'm like, I've been like on that year where like every day I'm like, okay, we're gonna sit down for 2 hours, 3 hours, and as much as like at first I don't notice, like, you know, for when I first started, dude, I was like, how you say, like, there's so many things I can relate to that, man. But like number one, like, yeah, you can't worry about what people are thinking about you or what your family's gonna think about you because, I mean, there was a point in my life because I've wanted to work on music, man, personally for years, man, since I was like 7 or something, and just I guess like for some reason, like even my parents told me like, oh, you asked to like go learn piano for some reason, and they put me in the class.
Damn.
So from 7, I think, to like 10, I was doing it, and I had a keyboard, man, and for me, for some reason, I was like, yo, if I can just like put multiple of these melodies, I can start making music. And that was just a thought that came, and I was like, I like in the back of my mind, I was like, I really want to do music, but to tell your parents that, and you know, they'll have these expectations of you, like something you'll like, maybe you'll go to college for something prestigious like engineering or like science or like a whole degree.
Yeah.
So in your head, I mean, for me, man, there was a point in my life where what I believed was there's no chance, dude. There's no chance like I can ever even put some thought into that as being my career.
Damn.
So like there's a point.
Just overcoming that hurdle was a big.
Yeah, dude, and like, yeah, you think about it like it's almost like a dream, like something that's like unreachable, and so, you know, at some point you gotta say like, yo, I'm living my life for me, not for anybody else, because at the end, if I spent this time, these many years on dedicating it to something I don't even want to do, and I don't even have the drive to do, and like saying you wake up like years later and you're like, what about like what I wanted to do, you know, and you feel like you killed a part of yourself giving up on that. And so
that's true, man. Like fucking, that is totally true. You don't want to end up getting to a certain age thinking back like, what could have actually come about if I would have just devoted till this day all my time to this craft, whatever it is that people enjoy doing. You know? Like there are people like that, unfortunately, that look back and they're like, fuck, I probably should have chased that dream or whatever it is that their family or guardians discourage them from pursuing, you know, or whatever discourage them. Whatever it is that discourages us is the biggest hurdle we have to overcome as artists or as creative people.
Yeah. Just
to actually, I don't know, be consistent. There's a lot of hurdles, man, and everyone's different.
There is,
everyone's
man.
Different.
And I think what consistency does, man, is it'll definitely show you, like, I mean, it might be not like within a week or a month, but you look back. I think that's always the greatest thing, is when you look back and you're like, oh damn, I started from that, and like I'm here now. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty awesome.
I low-key still don't feel like that with 10,000 subs.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like once I hit the 100,000, then I'll feel like, okay, this is, now I actually should 100% focus on this, you know?
Yeah. Damn.
Like a full-time job focus. Like, once I hit that number, I think mentally I'll make that switch.
I feel you, man. Damn.
And I'm still gonna be like supporting everyone that like I've always been creating shit with, you know.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it.
That's crazy, man. Well, I like, for YouTube, I've made like beat videos before, and I was like, oh, like, damn, I got like 12 views. Like, I'm like barely starting off, and I think like, yo, nobody's even gonna check. And again, consistency, man.
It's
because
the tags in the videos too, though.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's just another hack that I've learned from always posting YouTube videos. Like, you know how you put tags on your videos?
Yeah.
For people to find you and shit. It's the tags, bro. You gotta put keywords that people are always looking up
Or
and
searching
shit.
up.
Or even like shit that doesn't relate to your post, like what's popping right now, like fucking the No Jumper podcast and like shit that people are watching right now. Put those tags, and then for some reason it supports your algorithm.
Damn.
People find you more like that. So
that's good to know, man. Like
yeah.
I that's why I'm like I have no idea, but it's like, you know, but for that, for example, like I'll think like, you know, someday I'll get to like something, but for those I gotta be like realistic. I'm like, so far like it's been huge inconsistencies, man. But that's like that's been gaps of like months. I think to this point like a year or so, man, that I just kind of like. So
I mean, at least you still have everything to get to it when you decide.
When I decide to, yeah. But I mean, I think just the goal for this year, man, like you said, or like for me, it's just staying consistent, dude. And for example, like this for me is like, I guess it's still a creative outlet, and like you said, we can learn some stuff about audio, how we do stuff, and you know, at least learn it. I can apply later. Like, to be honest, like before today, I was like, yo, I have no idea how we get two mics to record at the same time.
I didn't know how we were gonna do it either. I just trusted that you figured it out, and you did.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's commitment too, man. Like the second that you jump in and you say, yo, I'm gonna find a way to do it. And say, like you said, like as long as you say, and for me, man, like one of the big things that I remind myself now is, yo, like don't even worry if you're gonna actually succeed. Like just show up. And I've heard this before too. Like, yeah, like you said, like if you want to like tie yourself to like, oh, I'm not gonna do it because I'm scared I won't hit this goal. Then like, you know, when are you gonna hit that goal? If you
just do it because you fucking love doing it.
Yeah,
right? Like. Get lost in loving what you're doing, and then eventually the rewards, the fruits will catch up to you, you know?
Yeah, 100%, man. So
I feel like I get what you're saying. Your focus should never be, well, it should be in your focus, your ultimate goal, but like on the daily, your focus, you should be enjoying the process and the moment, not necessarily always stressing on the end goal and shit.
Yeah. Because I've been on those mindsets, man, where, you know, when I first started, I was actually consistent, like maybe like every month I was putting out a track. And then you get kind of stuck, like, oh, I just want to get the next one out. And I mean, it's a balance, man. Like, it's like taking the step back and say, yo, it's not about just getting more views. Like, I'm doing this because I want to create something quality. And I think that's where you actually, you actually step up, man, because you're like, I want to do even better. So
no, I feel you. I guess you, damn, bro, there's definitely a lot that you're gonna come out with, though. Like just seeing your setup, there's a lot that you can do, and there's a lot I'm sure you're gonna do. I'm like, fuck,
yeah, like
I'm down to do something with you eventually, you
for know? Sure, man. Like yo,
get a sick ass beat going, and then like maybe take a couple shots, bro, and smoke some weed. Fuck, we'll fucking create a vibe for the whole world to vibe.
Yeah, to, I mean, this place, that's what I've been creating it, man, because it's at the end is to create a vibe, man.
That's dope. I feel like this is what it's meant for. That's why I'm like, this place is like a place to create.
Yeah, so for example, man, like take the bartending. And that's how I can relate to it. Like, you can take anything from it, man.
I forgot. So he can make some sick-ass drinks.
No. And yeah. So we got drinks, too, now. But, like, one thing I've learned about is, like, yo, the presentation. Like, that also helps out, man. Like, I think it's a lot different if, like, say we're in just, like, a blank room. We got, like, a little lamp or something like that. And I think it just puts your mindset, which is the reason I decided I want this. I turned this is my bedroom, you know, like I was telling you, I don't even got a mattress in here.
Bro doesn't even have a mattress. I asked him, where's your mattress? He's like, it's in the other room. My brother's in Germany right now. So yeah, I'm thinking like, what about when he comes back? Like, fuck, he literally has no space in here, but he'll make it work somehow.
We'll have to declutter for sure, man.
But I don't know how he's not gonna get rid of shit, so I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, for real, man. I'll go camp out in his room or something. But
or he'll come back and you're just gonna be like You gotta move out, bro.
Hey man,
Nah,
like you kind of miss your spot in line.
Or if anything, you gotta sleep on the couch. My bad.
Oh, there's that
nah,
too, man. How do you call? But bringing it back to, man, like you have this space, like I said, versus like what I had before, which was I started off with literally just a desk and my laptop, and I said, yo, like after this, like it's cool, you know, but when you actually put yourself in this environment like that your mindset goes, okay, this is a place for me to create, like this makes me want to like you said, like, yo, like we started vibing here.
Bro is chilling. Like, honestly, it's making me want to invest in shit like this, because I like to microdose on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And when I do it, you guys, I do it like for days on end. Maybe like the longest I've microdosed was probably a good 2 weeks straight. But I do want to emphasize before we keep talking about microdosing that I don't necessarily condone them. If anything, I would say make sure you're healthy first. Like, make sure your body is in a very healthy, vital state before you start deciding to microdose in the way I'm saying, like days on end for weeks on end. Because if your body's not healthy and vital, then your body's detoxification pathways, like your liver, your kidneys, they're not going to be effectively detoxing these chemicals out of your body. So every day when I exercise and I'm in the sun, I'm sweating out all these substances. My body in general, as you guys know, as you keep up with my content, my body's very healthy and vital. I eat a lot of beef liver, so my liver is as fucking healthy as a fucking cow, and it can detox anything I put through it. If I drink some alcohol, I'll probably be like in 30 minutes I already need another fucking shot, because my liver has processed it like a fucking beast. So I do want to emphasize that make sure you guys are healthy. Don't just fucking start fucking with this shit because, oh, it's some cool shit, it makes you think more creative and all that. Like, be smart about it, be intelligent with it, and use them with a purpose, with an intention. Like, when I microdose, my intention is always to get smarter than I was yesterday, to sit down and study something more and gain more knowledge, so I can put that in my art, so I can give back what I've put inside of me, you know. So, long ass rant, back to the point. I like to microdose a lot, right?
Yeah.
And fucking well, fuck, I forgot, what were we talking about?
I don't know, but we can go off that, man.
I was saying I like to microdose a lot, right? And like, seeing his setup, I was thinking to myself, like, fuck, if I had a setup like this, me with my microdosing, I'd be getting creative every fucking day. I'd wake up and be like, fuck, let's do some sick ass shit today, you know? Like, this shit's clean as fuck.
For sure, dude.
But like, you also got to keep all those disciplines, because like, you can't just, oh, today I'm gonna be lit all fucking day. Like, no, let me make sure I get out at 2 p.m. so I could get some sun, so my body can synthesize vitamin D.
Yeah.
And then make sure I get in some good ass nutrition, so I'm not just, you know, getting unhealthy while I'm having fun with fucking substances and my fucking sick ass setup, you know.
I like that, man. Responsibly using it.
Yeah, like, definitely make sure you get your workout in for the day. Just 30 minutes, you guys. Do that. Get some sun. And then still have fun with your whatever you guys like to take or do.
Yeah.
Just make sure you take care of your body too. You nourish it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think a lot of people lack. But it's because we also lack education in real health and nutrition, you know. So there's pretty much a pill for every ill nowadays. It's fucking sad. Honestly, we shouldn't be taking pills for everything, like headaches and I don't even know, itchiness, bullshit, creams for everything now, sunscreen, all that shit. Honestly, like, this is the Health, Strength, and Vitality podcast. That's why we're talking about this health shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, fucking a lot of shit's fucked up nowadays that's ruining our health. So if you guys are microdosing with shit, just be aware that a lot of chemicals are in the air, let alone in everything we put on our bodies, lotions, creams, hair fucking hygiene stuff, deodorants, conditioner, shampoo, all that shit has chemicals that our body has to process. So the more chemicals we put in our body, the more our body becomes stressed and has to process all this shit out, and we're not even aware of it. So that's how we're ending up ill. We're ending up with cancerous cells because they're being overworked. They can't necessarily process all these chemicals that we're putting into our body. So it's like, yeah, we just have to become more aware of this shit.
No, yeah, I feel that, man. And I think, like, even for discipline, dude, like, I'm pretty sure, like, you knowing all this stuff and, like, being able to, like, you know, like you say, keep your mind sharp and, like, kind of, like, learn what in your body helps you focus and feel healthy. Like, for sure, I'm pretty sure that helps out in, like, productivity and all that, too.
For sure. And then, earlier you were saying, like, well, we were talking about making an episode, and he said that he was gonna hit the gym before.
Mm-hmm.
But then you told me that you canceled because you're done with your trainer.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
we're gonna put him on blast,
about?
man.
Damn. Oh, you think he's gonna see this?
Maybe.
I mean, if he
I'll
follows you,
share
he's
it.
gonna see it.
No, but
Low key, I mean, this is what you manifested, bro. I mean,
yeah.
No hard feelings.
No. That's
like,
it's all good, man.
What's the story?
I mean, it's just funny, man, because, like, originally I got, like, the trainer because I've worked out before and I feel like I've gotten in pretty good shape. But, like, for me, I just want to, like, see how much further I can push it, you know? Like, aesthetically, I want to, like, put on more muscle, but I don't know all that knowledge, you know? So in that way, I've got a trainer to, like, help me, like, tell me, like, yo, like, you got to, like, work on these kinds of movements, or you like I've been working out for 5 years, dude, and getting a trainer, I learned, like, yo, at least, like, more than half of my workouts have been, like, terrible form.
He corrected that much?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, because like, I guess, like there's the workouts called RDLs where you, like, do work out on your hamstrings and stuff, and they're like, nah, dude, like, you're, like, you know, back is not straight. And even, like, chest presses, they're like, he's like, oh, yo, like, you gotta make sure you tuck your shoulders back. I didn't even know all this stuff, dude.
That's crazy that you say that, because, like, I don't have a trainer, but just feeling my body onto the bench, I always, like, adjust and not necessarily pinch my shoulders, but, like, I adjust my shoulders to where I feel like the bar is evened out, and then, like, I just feel like my chest is pushing the whole thing, you know?
Yeah. But so that wasn't, like, I was aware of any of that. But anyways, the reason why I'm like, yo, I'm like done with the trainer, it's like, yeah, I feel like I've gotten what I need to. Like, I learned my form. I get, like, an understanding of how you have to, like, vary exercises to put on more muscle, like shock the muscles or whatever. But this dude was like putting him on blast. He just doesn't, like, it's so funny because trainers are there to keep you accountable. And then I've had this dude, like, flake on me, like, 5 times. He's like, yo, I can't make it today.
Damn, and, like, you already showed up?
Yeah, or like an hour before I'm in my gym clothes ready to take off.
Oh, fuck.
And, like, that's why, like, I told you 2 o'clock because the session was at 3. I'm literally, like, open the door and I see on the text, I'm like, oh, hey, man, can't make it today. I was like, bro, like, this is, like, literally back to back now. So I'm just like, all right, dude, like, I feel like I can keep myself more accountable because things like that, you know, like, I'm planning for that hour to be my workout session.
Yeah.
But, you know, it kind of throws me off, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, I'll just go later. And at the end, I might as well just get into a routine and, like, work out every day consistently at the same time in the morning or something.
Yeah. Fucking damn. So, dude, if you're watching this, I don't know if that's, like, your ultimate thing in life, like, training. Is that his thing? To train?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's his focus right now for sure in life. But
bro, you gotta be more, like we were talking about earlier, the consistency, bro. Take notes, low key.
Yeah.
All, like we said, all of us lack in that department as not necessarily just creative people, but just people pursuing their fucking careers.
Yeah.
Like, damn. But shit, I mean, so, like, I would say, yeah, bro, honestly, just, do you only train at a gym? You don't have, like, weights at home and shit?
Yo, like, yeah, man, I used to have like a whole bench, and like this is how committed I get. Like before I had this whole room, I literally had a bench press in here.
Dang, sick ass dude.
Yo, right next
he
to
goes all out and
I was,
shit.
yeah, cause I mean I like to, man, like, and it's not even because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go all out. I just get so caught up that much into
passionate
it.
and
Yeah,
shit.
and
That's
I
dope.
just start like, you know, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get into like a better shape. Like, let me do it for reals. But I mean, if you see on the floor, I've cracked the
I
floor.
bet, bro. Weights in
Weights,
the house, damn.
and you lose balance of the bar, and you have a whole dent in your floor, man. So I got rid of those. Instead, it's just easier for me.
Did you sell them though?
Yeah, I think I sold them,
okay.
and yeah, I just like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just get a gym membership for $10, and it's gonna be easier for me at least.
In that case, I would say, yeah, just try to be consistent, I guess, without the trainer.
Yeah.
I think it's no, I mean it's already too late. You sold them. I was gonna say it would personally, it's a good investment to have the weights at the house because you're saving on the gas nowadays. And then, like, you can literally just wake up and go to your backyard and start hitting it. Like,
no, yeah, for sure, man. There's nothing that beats that. Like, it used to be super convenient just walking to my backyard and be like, all right, I'm gonna hit some reps.
Yeah.
But
damn, so low key, I don't know if you want to get into it. What your experience the other day.
Oh yeah. So for sure, I was like ready for this topic, man.
All right, before we talk about it, you guys, I just want to say that I feel like, and I'm sure you guys agree with this, everything in life happens for a reason, right? And not only happens for a reason, but happens like timing in life. Sometimes timing is right timing. I don't know why. Because like,
yo, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the experience.
For this situation. And then not only that, alright, so what he's gonna tell you that happened right now, before he called me and something happened, right? But before he called me, I was at work, and I was scheduled at work from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And he calls me at 8 p.m. And I happened to this is what I mean by timing. I happened to have just that day gotten off at 8 p.m. And when I'm walking to my car to go home, this fool calls me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this fool calling me out of everyone? Like, I saw his name on my phone. I was gonna be like, yo,
one more receiving question, man.
There's probably a butt dial or fucking, I guess, a receiving question and shit. So I hit answer, and then low-key, I guess I have this homie that sells mushrooms, right? Magic mushrooms. And I guess he bought some chocolates from him. And the chocolates had, 2 grams of mushrooms in it?
Yeah, well, this is my theory, man. Like, he says 2 grams. It might have been. I don't know if it's something with, because he maybe got, the oil from it that is more concentrated or something. Or maybe
it could have been a specific mushroom strain that was stronger.
That's stronger? What do you know about, what is it? The white caps or something?
He said white caps?
Yeah.
Did he say albinos?
Yeah.
Oh. For real?
Yeah, for real.
Damn. That's fucked. If you guys know about shrooms, you're probably also having the same reaction I had. Like, fuck, he took 2 grams on a chocolate. And you ate the whole chocolate, right?
Yeah, and I feel like the chocolate dissolves something faster or something. Because that's the fastest, I've ever,
it absorbs quicker? No doubt, yeah.
Yeah, man.
But, real quick, you guys, albinos. Okay, so I only know about 2 mushroom strains of psychedelic mushroom strains, but there's actually hundreds of other strains out there. The 2 strains that my homie sells are golden teachers and albinos. Also some Colombian ones, but I never buy those. So the albinos are probably 4 times stronger than the golden teachers.
What?
1/8 of the golden teachers is usually the 1/8 people hear about when they take shrooms, when they're like, oh, take an 1/8 and you'll have a trip. Fucking 1 gram of albinos is it's already hitting an 1/8 of fucking golden teachers, and this food took 2 grams, so he already was on he was on full blast.
Damn.
Consciously mentally he was having a real psychedelic experience, not necessarily where like if he took like 5 grams or 6 grams and then everything like totally changes, like where he enters different realms and shit. But he had like, I don't know, I guess I'll let you explain your experience.
Yeah, man. So I took those, and then I like secret and stuff is like at some point before I used to like, you know, grow.
My bad to cut you off. And low key, the seller is gonna see this too, bro. Next time, let people know like fuck how strong, and recommend like, hey, take little by little, not. Don't just sell this shit and be like, thank you, man.
Nah, but that's why I think, to be honest, that was all on me too, because like I said, you know, I have experience on them, and before I've actually like grown a few golden teachers,
shit,
and just pandemic hobbies, you know, man. I learned.
That's dope.
So
to have that knowledge.
Yeah, so I grew. I've had them before where it's like fresh and it's supposed to be like the strongest, you know. I've eaten like 3 just fresh. And I've had that where it's like, okay, like, yeah, this is hit me. But this chalk, like, I've never had anything hit that fast, man. Because I looked at the time, and I think it was like 7 something, dude. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait a bit. And it hit 7:30, and I ate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I had to take care of something for work, like paperwork or something. And I'm like, yo, like I have an hour, like, and I'm thinking, yo, it's 2 grams. So I'm thinking, yo, at worst, I'm gonna just lay on my mattress and just listen to some like chill music. Like I've been through bad, and I've learned to calm myself down, like, cause I practice like a lot of meditation and stuff.
Oh, dope.
So I'm like, okay, like, you know, you gotta clear your mind, you gotta just be okay with it. But this just like I can tell, like, yo, I was like, I'm in for some like crazy experience, because it's only half an hour and I'm already feeling that nauseous feeling where you're like,
and it was like kicking in.
Yeah,
already?
where it's about to come up and you can start feeling like that anxiety, like half an hour in. And I was like, yo, if this is only half an hour in like any, like in a few minutes or something, or like in an hour, I'm gonna
fucking lift off. Damn.
Exactly, man. So I think I hit you at 8, and that's the funny part, because by that time, like, it hit, like, the visuals were like instant, like, so in half an hour I'm seeing like everything already start like,
oh, it was warping and
already
shit?
warping.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, like, immediately I was like, dude, I feel like I need just fresh air. Like, I'm probably gonna go to a walk in my neighborhood. And this is where it gets bad, because I'm like,
you can't walk like that, can you?
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude, because before, like, I've had it where I've somehow pulled off like 10 miles just forcing myself to walk before on that, because I would be like, I can feel, I don't know how you explain it, but I feel like my body's like, okay, like, you gotta lay down. And I was out in like the hills on a hike, and then I was like, bro, like somebody's gonna call some, like, the cops or something, somebody's gonna, like, it's not going to be a good scenario if I lay down. Yeah. So, like, dude, by pure will, I just continued. And by the end of the day, I had to walk, like, 10 miles this whole trail.
Damn.
And without laying down for a bit. But even though I felt like any second I was just going to, like...
That was a different experience?
That was a different experience. So, for this one, I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'm going to go walk the neighborhood and just calm myself down. And... how do you call? And then that's where I'm like, okay, like, my body says just lay down, and I'm like here stuck. I was like, dude, I feel like I need fresh air, but I can't even like get up anymore. Like, I need to lay down.
Damn.
And I lay down, and I'm like, and I close my eyes, and that's when all the colors, dude, just like crazy. Like
for real, you can see
for real, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Some crazy stuff. I closed my eyes, and I was like, and then I was like, okay, I can't lay down. Don't close your eyes anymore. Like, you gotta stay up, and you gotta get yourself going. And so I literally just made it outside, and you saw the whole front lawn. I have like a little lawn covered in hedges, you know. And
it's a pretty small lawn, bro.
Yeah, and I just sat in there, and I'm already seeing the hedges like start like twirling and circling.
How did you? Okay, keep going.
And then that's when I'm like, yo, like, who do, like, you know, I just haven't reached out to too many people, you know, for a bit, so I don't have that like. I didn't really have anybody to like call up and stuff, so. I like first thing I think about is like, okay, like, who's the one that like would get my experience right now? And this is the first dude I call, because I'm like
understand what you're going through.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't. I feel like, you know, I can explain it to my family and be like, yo, like, I need like somebody just to calm me down, because this is feeling crazy. And
And that was still just the come up, right?
That was still just. This is by now like 40 minutes in.
Fuck. And shrooms last like 6, 7, 8, 9 hours.
Yes.
Probably longer with that dose.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So yeah, I mean, and then I was like, dude, like, hope this dude better pick up. And I was actually gonna just try and chill with him for a bit because I didn't want to be, you know, around here, you know, losing my mind. So, you know, this dude was just getting off work, so I understand he had like errands to do and stuff.
Before you're going though, like, how did you manage to call me if everything's warping? Like, what the fuck?
I think, dude, honestly, I think just from like like, you know, you use the phone so much. I was just like,
I feel that.
I was
it's
just
like your body's so like your body does it for you.
Yeah. So I was just like unlock that, and then I was like for a second I had a good moment probably where I was like staring at it, and I was like, how do I get his like contact up because I haven't hit him up recently. And I was like, okay, like try and type it out, and I'm like, you know, trying to figure it out, and then luckily you picked up, and I was like, yo, dude, like I don't know if I can do this, man, because
the timing was perfect. Because if I would have gotten off at 10, I'm telling you guys, even my mom, I wouldn't have answered. Like, dude, that's crazy how the timing happened, because I just got off work early that random day. And he hits me up and I answer like it was fucking meant to be. You get me? Like, fuck. But, so I answered and...
So, yeah, he answered, and I'm having this moment where... Because the thing about that I've learned, you know, with mushrooms is like anything you have or you're going through in your life, you know, of course, I feel like it amplifies it, like your emotions and stuff. And I know that it also, like, helps you release all those emotions you have bottled up. And so I'm just like, dude, if this is how I'm feeling an hour in, and I feel like, honestly, just for the last couple of, like, months, maybe, I've just been, like, I don't know what it is, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's just, like, bottling a lot up, and I think that's where we get, like, I get caught up in stress and being like, yo, like, I haven't put out music. I need to do this. I need to figure that out. And I feel like you just get, like, overwhelmed in life till you go autopilot, and you're not really, like, you're not thinking about, like, all the...
You kind of get bored with life.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I think that's what it was feeling. And so I'm like, dude, I'm an hour in. Like, this thing's about to, like... I feel like I have a lot to just, like...
Like, let out
yeah,
and shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you know?
And he started venting a little bit. And I was like, go for it, bro. Like, honestly, like, I don't mind. Because I don't mind. If anyone ever wanted to vent... You guys know not to cut off from his fucking story.
No, you're good, man.
I have a Discord, and everyone... can join it, and we all talk about anything and everything in there, so we can all fucking vent our stories to each other and support each other and be there for each other, you feel me? Because, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who we are on the fucking planet, we all need someone. And it's like, it's just a human fucking instinct or nature. Like, we're all like, I don't know how to describe that, but yeah, like, fucking join the fucking Discord if you haven't.
I like that, man. But anyways, what is it? Like, so yeah, I knew, like, within an hour, like I told you, I feel like I just had a lot to, like, let out. And, like, luckily this dude, he's just like, yo, just remember, like, and I think the funny thing is, it's like, I'm not even worried about, like, what I'm gonna go through. It's just I don't want to worry anybody around me, pretty much, like, because I know I was gonna be, like, teary-eyed and stuff, and I didn't want anybody to be like, yo, like, what's wrong with him, you know? So that was my biggest worry, man, because I was like, yo, I feel like I've been through enough trips to, like, understand, and I've seen, like, YouTube videos, like, at the end, like, you just gotta remember you're gonna get through it. Like, I wasn't too worried about myself, but the people around me and stuff.
I feel okay now. I understand what you're saying through the phone when he was trying to explain that.
Who knows what I was saying?
I was like, bro, fucking, I don't know, bro. Just remember you're gonna be good. Like, don't worry, you're not gonna die on this shit. Just remember. And, like, I was saying that stuff because I thought that's how he was coming off. Like, bro, I don't know, you know, I'm like coming up and it's really strong. I'm like, bro, you're good. Don't worry. But I get what he means now. It's because of, like, he was necessarily worried about what the people around him were gonna think and be worried for him, and then start, like, they don't have to worry, you get me? Like, he's just on some fucking mushrooms right now.
Yeah.
But you can't say that to your fucking mom and be like, don't worry, mom, I'm on shrooms.
Yeah, the funny part is I had to, man. I ended up having to,
Keep
man.
saying your story then.
Yeah, so
once I hung up, what happened?
No. Well, before you hung up, man, I mean, this dude just had wise words that I feel like afterwards. No, because we still had a whole conversation when I walked back in, I remember. And this dude just telling me, like, yo, just remember. And, like, same thing, man. Like, it's a great message, dude. It's just like, yo, just really believe, like, what you're going to go through right now, it just happens for a reason, man. Like, everything happens for a reason. And I feel like that really, like, you know, when it eases off your mind. And I was like, you're right. Like, everything's going to be fine. Like, if I have to face whatever you're then worrying about me, then I'm going to have to. But, at this point, I can't even fight the trip, man. Like,
it's already here.
Yeah, it's already there, and whatever happens, happens.
Like, it was meant to be that way,
like it was,
to be honest.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, you didn't know it was going to hit that hard. And then the shit you were going through, I feel like I always put my faith in some greater spirit when I can't really figure out some story in my life.
Yeah.
I feel like that was probably great spirit probably saying, like, in some way, throwing that much mushrooms in your life to make you deal with what you've been putting aside. You know?
And the funny thing, man, is like, I don't know if it's like subconsciously, but I didn't even think about it. But I had just the main thing was like I had just gone on a trip to like Oregon and seen like all the nature stuff, and I was just like, and heading out there, I for some reason, because I feel like if you got any input on it, but I feel like I've just taken too much caffeine now, and like I'll feel like, oh damn, like I don't even have the energy to go throughout the day.
Damn. Like, how long were you drinking caffeine for years or what?
Probably, like, dude, since I started Target, man. I feel like that just had me just like, I guess, working there, and you're on such a time pressure. Like, low-key, I feel like that place left me like PTSD or something, man, because you're always feeling like,
oh yeah, sense of urgency at Target is fucking crazy, dude.
So I guess I just got used to it, man. Just,
I think you need more liver in your life. I'm sounding like, I don't even want to say his name, Liver King, but fuck, I said his name. Honestly, long story short, to still continue with the shit you're talking about.
Yeah.
The stuff Liver King learned about that diet and stuff, I learned the same shit he knows from the people he learned it from. So all that science came from some researcher, some scientist named Dr. Weston A. Price, and he was alive back in the 40s, and he did research around the whole globe on what the people that live the longest, these blue zones around the earth, he studied those tribes and studied what they ate, and every single tribe always hunted animals, and they always went for the liver first, and they always went for the bone marrow first, and then they ate everything else from the animals, and they used to usually always discard the meats, like the steaks, to their dogs. So, like, all that science and knowledge came from some scientists that did all that work. Liver King is just in a position to, like, promote it in some different way, but liver is no joke, bro. It actually has, from the scientist that done all this research, it actually has all these nutrients that support your body in a way that, I don't know how to describe it, man. Like, fucking, what were you saying earlier?
I guess too much caffeine in my system, or needing too much caffeine.
I feel like eating the liver will bring your energy back up, because not only your energy, it does so much for your body, bro. It has like all these chemical nutrients that give your body the information it needs to do what it was meant to do as a human being, you know, which is be healthy.
Yeah.
That's just our natural state of being. We're meant to be healthy and energetic to create and do things in life. So fucking, I would say consider eating some liver, bro. Honestly, it's good for you, and I think it'll bring that energy back up, because caffeine, I get you. I like to take it every now and then because I like to feel that extra energy boost, but I get all my energy from fats, from like egg yolks and liver and fucking raw milk and butter and steaks, shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the more healthy fats you put in your diet, the more healthier and energetic you'll feel. Like, yeah.
No, I believe it, man. Like, I always want to learn about stuff like that. Like, yo, what's gonna help me, like, even like in the gym and stuff, like perform better and stuff. But no, yeah. So too much caffeine in my life, man, and I just went up there and I was like basically, I don't know if what's a good way to like detox your body and stuff.
Like detox it just from anything, or
yeah, I guess it's like I don't really like I guess like say like like you've consumed too much like junk food or something and like you just want to start like get your body on the right track. Like is there
you
any
just have to eat, as corny as it sounds, but from doing a lot of good homework and research, just buying certified organic foods.
Really?
So if you're buying fruits and produce or even meats, make sure everything is labeled certified organic, not just the word organic. It has to say certified in front of it. Why? Because if it just says organic, that means the food is probably only 76 to 80% organic. Certified organic labels mean the food is 100% organic. Like there's no other chemicals in that soil. That food was 100% organically grown. So why do you want to eat 100% organic food? Because long story short, that's the way us human beings have been evolving on this planet for millions of years. Our species has always been eating organic food from the earth, from animals that they've killed and hunted, up until the recent industrial revolution, when probably the recent 100 to 150 years have we started processing our food and actually putting all these chemicals into our soil, like pesticides, fungicides, rodenticides, herbicides, all these, and whatever sides we'll create in the future. All these sides are killing all these like microorganisms in the soil, which actually they have a purpose in the soil, which is to mineralize the soil and feed the plants, right? We've killed so much of the topsoil all around the planet that we have to regenerate all this soil if we want to keep our ecosystems alive and still have a species living on this planet. So long story short, regenerative farming produces organic agriculture, organic feed for animals. So nowadays, in order to be eating the right type of foods, putting the right micronutrients, like when it comes down to a chemical level, if you're thinking like your cells, the things you can only see on a really expensive microscope, if you're thinking that level, you want to be putting shit that our body has been evolving with for millions of years, things that our body recognizes. Our body recognizes organic food. That's how up until 150 years people haven't been dying of cancer or heart disease. That's processed foods, heavy seed oils, trans fats, all that bullshit. You don't have to think about or fucking know about any of that. All you have to know about is certified organic. When I'm buying meat, is my meat grass-fed? Is it 100% organic? When I'm buying produce, fruit, vegetables, is it certified 100% organic? If it's not, then you don't know what's in that food at all.
And what like effects it's going to have on you.
So if you start eating organic foods, within a week, I guarantee you, your body, all these systems that have probably been dormant, offline, or not functioning optimally 100% in your body will turn on and start actually working the way nature intended for your body to work. So eating shit, excuse me guys, it's the weed. Dry throat. Eating consistently organic foods has even been proven in research to fix fucking things like erectile dysfunction in men. It's good for so many things that it pretty much makes the body work the way it's meant to. So my answer, no, you're straight, thank you. The answer to your question, like how to detox or whatever, is to get your body to put into your body real organic foods. Because once you put real organic foods, your detoxification pathways will work the way they're supposed to, and you'll start detoxing whatever may be in your body that you don't even know, you know. The mucous membranes in your lungs will work way more stronger and more integral. So when you're breathing in chemicals that may be in your air, like lint or even just secondhand smoke that's in the air, your lungs are actually much more healthier because of the real nutrition you're putting in your body. So they actually stay healthy as you age, you know. So like, long story short, the real answer to everyone's health is just certified organic food. But the reason people lack this education is because they don't really know what the fuck organic food is. They don't know the whole science of soil science, and how non-organic food is pretty much, when you're buying non-organic food, the nutrition quality in those foods is so small that you pretty much are not getting any nutrition to support your physiological systems the way they're supposed to. So like, that's why people always still feel more hungry and start eating junk food and shit, because they're not really actually nutritionally satiated. And you only get nutritionally satiated when you eat real fucking food. And what's real food? Certified organic food. So long story short.
Damn. I know. For sure it's easier said than done, man. Like, it's
expensive. That's another hurdle.
Expensive, yeah, for sure. And then I guess just the discipline of not having the convenience, because I think like for a bit I was like, man, like I don't like, always in a rush, like let me go get this burger, like let me get this chicken sandwich, you know.
And they're bomb as fuck, so it's kind of hard to resist.
Yeah, fuck. That's true. But yeah, I mean, I've had my points too, man, where I've eaten super clean and I just feel like super alert, like, and I like being in that place where like I'm like, oh, okay, like I have energy and I'm like clear headed, like just from eating like chicken. Like I've eaten my diet been like just chicken breast and rice and vegetables. I've done that for like months, dude.
See, that's another thing. You gotta make being healthy not too boring. Like,
yeah,
eating healthy is like, it is like, fuck, this sucks, but like, for example, eating the liver, that shit sucks. I just swallow it. Like, I don't even chew on it. I swallow it because fuck chewing it. It's disgusting. But I take it in because it's like taking your vitamins, you know? It's
yeah.
Like, so I don't know where I was going with that. I'm fucking faded, you guys.
No, yeah. Yo, but that's good that you have that discipline, man, to take in all that, you know, healthy stuff, even though it's not the easiest.
I think the mushrooms helped you guys, because I would be microdosing when I learned about this shit, like I mentioned earlier. And then I would actually do it while I was on shrooms. So I'd eat the raw liver, and I just kind of conditioned myself to it, because I always keep the end goal in mind, you guys. And like, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I want to look a certain way, and I want to have a sick ass podcast. So what do you got to do? Study nutrition to actually understand the body. I go deep, you guys, not just nutrition, but physiology, all this shit, just to really understand it. And then, yeah, do everything with the passion. You know, you like music, so you went all out with it.
Yeah.
I like health, so I go all out with it.
That's good, man. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it'll help you. Like, I mean, health is super important, man.
No doubt. Fucking, did we miss anything?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll bring it full circle. Like, basically, nature, like how you said organic, like I think nature itself just brings everything. You know, nature is like has that intelligence that will make us healthy, you know, like you said, keeping it organic and all that. And then, yeah, that's bringing it back to just like the story, I guess, to the mushroom.
Nature is intelligent as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, before you go on with that story, you saw like the new James Webb telescope?
No.
Fuck. So, do you know what the James Webb telescope is?
I'm not too sure, man.
Damn. So once you see this shit, it's dope, bro. It's a new, like, okay, so the last telescope we built and put in space was the Hubble telescope. I'm sure you know the Hubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
The newest one we've built, and we've been building since 1995, barely finished 2021. They've been building it for like 20 something years. This telescope is I guess like 10 times more powerful than the Hubble. So it's finally in space. It's like about 6 months away from us, from Earth. They finally deployed it successfully, and now it brought in the first images. And they released them like a couple days ago. I'm surprised you haven't seen them. It's all over the fucking media and shit.
Uh-huh.
but they're dope as fuck. One of the pictures shows, they explain it like this. So imagine having a grain of sand, right? Like a little speck of sand from the beach, holding it arm's length. Like it's just a little speck, right? In this picture, bro, the scientists were saying like that speck that you're imagining, that's what you're seeing in this picture. And in this picture, bro, there's like hundreds of thousands of galaxies in like really good quality. So you just see galaxies and galaxies and galaxies, and some of them are warped, and they're explaining how the light's warped. They're explaining the science behind it, but it's fucking crazy. And they're explaining how their ultimate goal with that telescope, which they are going to achieve, is seeing back to the Big Bang, like seeing how it all started.
Damn.
So I'm like, you got to see those pictures, bro. It's like
what is
honestly
it
historical. The James Webb Telescope.
James Webb Telescope. Yo, I'm gonna look that up.
We'll look it up after we're done recording. I'll show you on the phone.
For
like,
sure,
it's crazy.
man.
But we're also gonna upload this podcast right away. I don't really like to sleep on the content. I just create it, let it out. Like we were saying earlier, honestly, that's the habit I built. We're all different out there. I'm sure there's some artists that like to create content and then just like, have it stored to release on certain dates. But me, I like to, as soon as I create it, release it, so I don't have to think about it or think like, oh, it's already old, lame, or start judging anything. I literally release it the same day, so you guys will see this the same day or hear this the same day or the following day. Yeah. Where were we going with the mushroom story?
Oh. Damn. Where we left off was...
Damn. Fucking that. We're gonna take some shrooms, take some shots, smoke some weed, and make some music.
I still got another chocolate bar, man.
Nah, not that. Hell no. Nah, probably not even shrooms. Just the weed and the alcohol.
No, yeah, for sure, man. We'll get a vibe too.
Have you ever tried the Happy Dads?
What is it?
What the fuck? This food doesn't keep up. You know the Full Send? The Nelk Boys?
Damn, no.
Dang.
I'm lost right now, man.
Alright, so I'm gonna show him all of that. But, so pretty much Full Send, the Nelk Boys, they're like really famous on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They finally came out with their own alcohol brand, and it's the Happy Dad. I'll probably bring that next time we create some shit. They're like seltzers, but they're only 100 calories, so we aren't gonna be consuming all this fucking
sugar.
We won't get fat. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. There's 2 grams of sugar in the fucking beer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Damn. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I can relate it back.
He's like, nah, I'm a bartender, fool. I'm gonna make some sick ass drinks. Yeah. And you're gonna leave that shit in your car.
No, we're about to whip out the whole menu, man.
Yeah.
But
how many days a week do you do bartending?
Now it's it varies, man, because I don't even have a fixed schedule. I just have made a connections through different networks, man. And different companies, when they have an event, they'll just hit me up and be like, yo, you want to go help out at this event and bartend? So it varies, man, but definitely I always got to be on top of it and be like, hey, do you need anybody this weekend? Do you need anybody this weekend? And hit people up, man. So
Dang.
I've had it where
to like kind of stay on top of it.
Yeah, I yeah, for sure. Like if I let it slip, there's been weeks where I'm like, I got one gig, for one weekend.
But like, do you pull off a good amount in tips? I'm curious about that.
Tips also vary, man, but they've been pretty nice. Like,
have you ever made more than like 100?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
On a bad day, the worst I've ever gotten is 50.
That's not that bad though.
For even
I feel like a bad one is like going home with $20 or 15 or 10. Like,
yeah, I hope I'm still waiting for that day, man, when I come back and people are like, bro, like nothing. But I've had everything from that to like the highest I've left is like 250 for tips in like a 4-hour shift.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Imagine if you would have stayed a full 8 or if it was that long. And
that's the problem, man. I wish there was more parties and people partied longer and they'd like hire longer, because sometimes it is short hours.
So how does it work? Do we have to have a bar for you to do your job?
No, not necessarily, because I can come like I'll like for business I can get like a bar table and bring it. Just have a mobile one. Like, don't pretty much what the host has to like provide is just the alcohol and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and only because you would have to have a liquor license to bring any alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's up to them, and you're just there to like mix it.
Because it's a fucking skill.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, I've never seen it, but it looks like it when you like posted the tools and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have your whole arsenal, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Sometimes for sure I can't complain because it doesn't feel like work. Because you're there pretty much just to show people a good time. I'm like, bro, I'm chilling.
I'm curious, like, has any bartender ever like actually been drunk while bartending?
Dude, it's not like as sad as it is to say, man. I've probably seen like, I don't know, sometimes 50-50, man. Like people will just be like trying to like sneak in drinks here and there, and like
they like themselves take a drink.
Yeah, I've had supervisors that are just like getting like hammered, dude.
Dang. But like they're still able to function and do their job.
Yeah, dude. I think they build like a tolerance, man.
And then just doing it long time, they're just like so used to it.
There's some fiends for sure, man, out there.
That's crazy.
And I've seen also like I've seen it all, man. I one time did like a concert or like helped out at like a concert, and like they were specific about like you can't bring any phones or anything like that inside. Like it's kind of private event. And then all you see is like maybe an hour into the show, they got like 3 of the bartenders being escorted out. Damn. Because they were filming. Not only that, they were like pretty like messed up already.
All fucked up. Were they like causing issues?
Yeah, I guess they just weren't able to do their job, man. So they got escorted out by security. So you see some crazy stuff, man, for sure.
That's dope. There's my answer. Like I've always been curious about that. Like just seeing bartenders on like, even on TV and shit. I'm like, does a bartender ever get drunk? I'm like, fuck. Because like the people that are taking the drinks are obviously fucked up, so that they probably can't tell.
At a certain point in the night, yeah, people are just kind of oblivious and they're like,
just like fucking having a good time.
Yeah, dude. I've seen people get pretty like, okay, like you need to be cut off because you're acting crazy.
Dang.
Like, and then to be honest, for me, man, the thing that I still don't know how to interact is there's sometimes people just come up and they're like talking and they're like, I don't know, like they're not even making sense anymore. And I just gotta be like, okay, like
you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Damn.
But it's chill, man. Nonetheless, it's super chill.
For sure, then. Fucking... Does this tell you how long we've been recording? Let me see if this... Oh, shit. Alright, we've been recording for a good hour and 13 minutes. Fucking... I think we're good on the episode, you think?
Yeah. We can end it there. We'll have like a part 2 some other day.
For sure, we'll have probably more than part 2 fucking... As many, I don't even know.
The trilogy.
For sure there will be a part 2, but yeah, for sure the trilogy will be in the future. And then like in the future when we're actually where we imagine being, we'll look back and make another episode then and be like, fuck, remember when we were in your fucking room setup and shit?
Yeah.
Damn. Dope, for sure. Alright, you guys, that's the 16th episode. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to support your boy and leave a fucking 5-star rating. And if you want to go the extra mile above and beyond, leave a fucking review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any fucking platform. My podcast is live on pretty much all platforms. I'm paying like, I don't have to go into the details, but it's live on all platforms. And make sure to follow my homie, my boy, Resonance, Ruben. Fucking, I'll leave all his information, his Instagram, his YouTube, his SoundCloud. You have a SoundCloud?
No. But
you have music
on my like Instagram or something, no?
I'll leave all his information.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out
down there.
And it'll all be in the episode. Definitely go support him. Support your boy, and we'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.
Later, man. Super fucking chill, dude. We got that one done.